Hey, Mark, it's Bill Barnett, and I just thought it was appropriate to reach out to you and just say thank you for some of the things that have happened to me and for me through the years because of our relationship together. And I started thinking back and made a few notes. I was like, oh my gosh, we met in 1978 when you were part of the Positive Thinking Rallies, the greatest assembly of self-help motivational speakers that's ever been known to the world. You were a part of that. That's when I met you, and we developed a friendship then. And then in the early 80s, when I was doing the television series Dawn, the Dynamic Achievers World Network, which ran 5 days a week in over half the nation for almost 3 years, you were on as a guest on the show and did multiple episodes. And what a great treat that was to have you on. And if I'm not mistaken, you said that was the first time that you had ever been put on national television, was back then. And then later on, as I started doing real estate, which became my career obsession with life, I reached out to you after I'd really gotten rolling, and I was wanting some mentoring from you. And we had a phone conversation, and I tell you what, an incredible quarter I had just finished. And on that phone call, you said, hey, I want you to come out to Pasadena this weekend. I got about 700 people that are going to be in an event, a 3-day event, and I want you to come out and tell them what you just told me. And I said, Mark, those people out there, they're not going to care about my little real estate business here in Fort Worth, Texas. And you said, oh, I think they may find it interesting. And so you brought me out. I said, I've never spoken anywhere before, Mark. And you said, don't worry about it. I'm going to interview you. And I said, okay. So about 15 minutes is what we had planned. So I was doing right before lunch on the second day. I flew out, and you came, brought me up on stage, and we started this interview. And in the interview, it went just a couple of minutes before I started. Well, I was about to pass out. I started going down. My knees started giving way, and you reached around me. Now, I'm 5'10". You're 6'3" or 4 or 5, and cupped me under the underarm and held me up for the interview. But I really don't remember what was said as that started to happen. And the interview went on for about 20 minutes. The next thing that I remember, I'm halfway to the back of the room. The crowd is standing up, going crazy, and you broke everybody for lunch. I got mobbed in the corner, and I have no idea what these people are doing. And they were like, you got to tell me how you did that. Will you teach me how to do what you just said on stage? And you saw what was going on. You jumped on the microphone real quick and said, hey, everybody, hold on. I'm coming right there. You came over and said, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to pick 16 of you, and Bill is going to mentor you for the next 6 months on how to invest in real estate. And Mark, that started my consulting career. And then you also, a couple of weeks after that, you called me and said, hey, I'm speaking at an event down in Florida for Ron LeGrand. You know Ron. And of course, I knew who Ron was. And I was like, oh, yeah. He said, well, I just told him to make sure that he put you on the stage. And I'm like, what? He said, yeah, you got 90 minutes. So you've got about 10 days here to figure out what you're going to talk about. And you have to have a product to sell. And it really started my investing speaking career. Had it not been for you pushing forward on that and making those first couple of events happen for me, don't know that I would be where I am today. And so I just wanted to call and say thank you and do a testimonial here for the impact that you've had, all the great books that you've written that I've had the pleasure of reading. When I wrote Are You Dumb Enough to Be Rich, you were kind enough to do an endorsement for it. And just what an incredible friend you've been, and the help that you gave me when I was writing the book. So when people are looking for somebody to really get them going, I can't think of a better person for them to come to than you. And I just wanted to call and tell you I love you, brother, and just thank you so much for the incredible impact that you've had on my life through the years. And I look forward to many more years of us together. Thanks, Mark.